Welcome, everyone. As you know, my name is Isabel Gennaro. I am Brazilian, born and raised in Brazil, although I am half Italian, half German as well. My expertise lies in fundraising, financing, marketing strategy, project management. We're going to have classes about that as well. And I have a master's degree in leadership for sustainability by Malmö University in Sweden, with more than 6 years of experience in international partnerships. And I am also the director of an association here in Brazil called the Light Project, which is connected to indigenous teachings, and it's non-profit. That's a long story short. And now I will teach you a simple yet powerful exercise for you to get out of your head and fears and go back to your heart, feeling world. It is called interiorization and was born from a mix of Native American and Egyptian shamanic traditional knowledge. It's a quick and practical exercise that you can apply in your everyday life. I learned this from Leah, the founder of the Light Project Association here in Brazil. So basically, the exercise I'm going to give you today is really an opportunity to transform your life, to transform your relationship with yourself, with your family, friends, co-workers, and also with the planet. And the goal here is to create a network of light, okay? So for this reason, I ask only one thing of you: practice. Practice, practice, practice. I know that the language of the heart, of the feeling world, is a different language in the beginning because we are used to being always in the mind. So the more you practice, the more you will expand this space inside you and outside of you. Okay? So let me explain some things before we proceed to the exercise. Pay attention. If you want, you can take notes, you can pause the video anytime you want, because you need to digest this information that I'm bringing to you. So first thing to understand, based on this indigenous knowledge, we have a higher mind. We can call it soul, essence, whatever you want. And this mind is pure light, pure light. But we also have a lower mind, which is full of fears, insecurities, doubts, and so on. And it's this lower mind that we see predominating in humanity. And this lower mind oscillates. On one side, there are those impotent thoughts. I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I will never make it. You know, I'm not enough. And on the other side, we have the omnipotent thoughts, which is something like, oh, I'm the best. I know everything, and everything has to be in my way. If it's not in my way, I don't want it. So you see, all day long, your mind revolves around the system. When you have an impotent thought, the next second, you will have an omnipotent one. And this fear generated by the lower mind separates you from your heart. And so loneliness is born. Loneliness is not the lack of other people. It's the lack of connection with your heart. And so people become more lonely. Your attention is usually focused on the lower mind. And even if you are a good person, okay? Even if you are a good person, because I know you are, you have no choice. If your system is based on fear, you can do a lot of things, but nothing changes. Nothing will change. because you are still running your programming within that system. So when you learn this exercise called interiorization, which is not meditation, okay, you are leaving the fear system behind. You are breaking this fear programming through the simple act of bringing your attention from here to here, bringing your attention to your feeling world. And the feeling world is only made of two things: feelings and sensations. So when you bring your attention into the field of feeling, and this is not bringing the mind is still here, but you bring your attention into your heart. And when you are able to move your attention into your feelings, to what is alive in your heart in the present moment, and you were able to sustain that feeling, whatever feeling it is, then you break the system. So if you practice this exercise and change your personal frequency, because look, as I said before, we are creating a network of light here, okay? This planet can be immensely benefited through your practice. Because look, when you drop a stone in a lake, it creates waves, right? And the same will be with you in your life. When you begin to act by your feeling world, it will impact your family, your friends, your community, your work, and so on. So I need you to understand two more things. First, fidelity is you being able to be faithful to your feelings and sustain this in your day-to-day actions. It's no use asking for a coherent system if you are not coherent with yourself. And remember, the mind can ask you many things, but the feeling world can ask you for the opposite. And that's why you need to practice what I'm about to teach you, because then you will have clarity. You will be able to trust yourself again. And second, all feelings are important. They are like a compass. So if you feel sad or angry, that's important too. And if you feel that way, it means that either you let someone step over you or you step it over someone. You're learning, it's okay. But pay attention, because when your anger goes to your mind, it becomes hate. When your sadness goes to your mind, it becomes depression. And then we have this fear-based system running our lives again, and our society and in our governments. And then we have wars because people are empty. They are in their fears. So you see, I'm giving you the key to system change. First with yourself, then with others, and lastly with the planet. With that said, I'm gonna teach you how to do it, okay? And later we will do it together. So the interiorization is made of 12 breathings, three breathings in each sacred direction, resulting in 12 movements. So the first direction is front and back. You will imagine that you are expanding your rib cage. The same distance, okay, that goes forward when you breathe in is the same distance that goes backward. So the slower and deeper these breathings are, the better. That's the first direction. 3 times to the front and back. And in the second direction, you will expand your rib cage only to the sides, left and right, 3 times. The third direction is up and down. You need to visualize your rib cage and imagine that it's expanding up and down 3 times. And the last 3 breathings would be all directions at the same time, all together, as if it was like a big ball expanding and going back to your center, to your heart chakra center. So at the 12th breath, you will place your right hand in the center of your heart chakra, right here where I am with mine. And you will breathe normally with your eyes closed. And then I will be guiding you and helping you to bring this attention that is usually here. So you will move it within you until it's completed, anchor it in your heart chakra. I will then leave you there for a few moments, feeling your heart. And it's important that you allow your heart to manifest itself, and whatever you feel, sustain it. Okay, so let's begin. Sit with your back aligned, close your eyes.